Hi, good evening, everyone. So, my name is Moin. This is one of our weekly sessions that we host. And before I start, our favorite disclaimer that nothing that I mention over here or on the chat is any type of financial advice. Okay, this is purely from the perspective of learning. And I'm sharing my screen. Let me know just if you guys can see it. Is my screen
Yeah,
visible? Okay, excellent. So typically what I do is I look for fair value gaps in 15 or 30-minute time frame because I'm more like a short-term trader. So for me, finding fair value gaps in
Order
short
filled.
time
Order
frame is
filled.
more important. Okay, so this is a classic example of a fair value gap. Now, if you look here, we actually left a very nice fair value gap. And always remember a fair value gap is a three candle thing. Okay, you have your candle one, candle two, candle three.
Are
Typically,
you
if
are
you
you
look,
trying to share a screen?
yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Can you guys see it?
No, I can't. Am I the
yeah,
only
you're.
one?
JBen
I
said
can see your
yes.
screen. It's up.
Okay, all right. Let me back up.
Yeah, just like click on the
Yeah,
names again, and then basically my screen will come up. Just play on that one. Did
I
you get
can
it,
see.
bro? You're good? Okay, Joshua, are you back?
Yes, I can see you now. Sorry about
Excellent.
that.
No worries. Okay, so fair value gap, always remember, is a three candle thing. Okay, now if you look at most of the three candle sequences here, say this is candle one, this is candle two, this is candle three, you will see the body or the wick of the first candle will always overlap somewhere in the second candle with the body and the wick of the third candle. Typical example here. Okay, like there is an overlap between the candle 1 and candle 3. You don't leave any empty spaces. However, look at here. This is your candle number 1, the first one. Okay, and this is your candle number 2, this is your candle number 3. If you look between candle 1 and candle 3, you literally don't see any overlap here, do you? Because there is no overlap. So typically what we can do is we can draw a fair value gap right here between the whole area left between candle 1, which is here where candle 1 ended, and here, okay, where candle 3 started. So this is a fair value gap to the upside. Typically your fair value gaps happen intraday if there is a sudden violent movement of price. This happened right with the 8:30 CPI news, right? You had CPI here, you left a fair value gap. Okay, right over here because the price moved so fast that basically there was no overlapping between candle 1 and candle 3. So what you left there is once you created this candle, you left a whole area of untapped liquidity here, which is your yellow box right over here. Okay, how do I play this, right? And more importantly, like, how do I utilize it? What does it mean for me? Now, always remember the market maker is only behind one thing, that is liquidity, nothing else. Okay, market maker doesn't care how smart you are, how beautiful you are. Absolutely no. All the market maker cares about is whether you bring money to the market or you don't bring money to the market. The money that we bring, that's the liquidity. Right over here, you moved up so fast that you left a substantial gap over here. You left a lot of untapped orders. People who wanted to, when this candle started happening, there were people who wanted to buy here. There were people who were willing to sell, but you left all of them over here. Typically, how will you work? Just like a gap fill, just like a gap fill. Miguel, would you mind muting your mic, brother? Okay, I'm gonna mute you, Miguel. If you have a question, just type in the chat. I'll unmute you as well. Okay. So typically the market doesn't like to leave these fair value gaps, just like it doesn't like to leave gaps in daily charts. It doesn't like to leave fair value gaps as well. Okay, now how you play a fair value gap? Very plain and simple. Once you start breaking into that fair value gap, just remember that the first part of the fair value gap may act as a support initially. Okay, which happened right here. Acted bang as a support, if you look at it.
Order filled.
Then what
Renum
happened?
678 said market maker doesn't care
Order
what you bring
filled.
to the table. It does not like to leave the gap, it will fill it one way or another.
Exactly. At some or other point, these gaps typically get filled. It might not be today.
Renum 678 said it is going to get filled either way.
Yep. It might not be today. It might not be in the next hour, but you can be assured that gap is going to get filled because that's the easy liquidity for the market maker to grab, right? When you do some work or when you are, let's say, well, I'll take your example. You're pretty young. I guess you're still studying, right? Like when you prepare for an exam, you try to go for the easy things first, right? You try to learn those first, low hanging fruits. These are low hanging fruits. The liquidity is right in front of the market maker to see. It's right in front of you as well to see. All you need to do is know like exactly what to grab. Okay. So when you go in here, all you're doing is you're looking at this chart, you find a fair value gap. How I play it, I wait. I will see if price is coming back inside that fair value gap. I typically draw on 15 or 30,
Order filled.
which I did over here. Okay, now I will go back to a smaller
Order
time frame
filled.
chart, a 5-minute chart. Say, I'm right here. Look how beautifully the fair value gap plays out, and you can play this literally every single day. So you create your fair value gap, you left it, your third candle forms, which ends right around here. Then you see we're trying to come back. The top level of the fair value gap is acting as your support. If you break through properly, okay, and always remember the second candle is your best friend, okay? The first one can be a complete fake. If you break through here, plain and simple, what am I looking for? I want to break inside the fair value gap. Didn't happen. I broke, immediately I broke out. The fair value gap didn't happen. I mean, like, isn't playing out. I came down slightly. Next candle, I moved back. Came down, I moved back. I need a proper breakdown on the fair value gap candle. This is exactly where it happened. You have your first 5-minute candle, which closed properly. This candle is green right at open, just before open. This is a green candle, but if you notice, this guy actually closed below. Okay, your fair value gap. This clearly tells you right at market open, this fair value gap is going to get pushed down. And
Order
you can see
filled.
exactly that's what's happening over here. Market opens, you are filling out your fair value gap. Okay, which is right there. You guys see that? So once this candle happens,
Order filled.
okay, I am basically now going back in to fill this entire gap. Market open, one candle, two candle, you fill the whole fair value gap. Came to the bottom of it, grabbed all the liquidity, untested liquidity which you created in this single candle. You came down, tapped all the liquidity, took it, you made a move back. Okay, there are two ways you can play this now. You literally can play this as a range, look from top to bottom. If this line stays as a level, or if this line stays as a support, or this line stays as a resistance. Okay, you can play the range. Or what you can do is you can wait for the fair value gap once it's filled to break it out in another way. I'm waiting here. This looks like we broke down. If you look at a 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart to my right, but if you look at a 5-minute chart, you actually didn't break down. You just wicked. Okay, people who are impatient, they thought like the fair value gap is broken down now. Okay, liquidity is scrapped. We'll move to the downside. Not yet. Okay. So very similarly, wait for the 5-minute chart, get your confirmation. Once you see if this thing moved out and is moving back up, now it's gonna try to tap the top, which is exactly what happened over here. If you break out of the top, what happens next? You grabbed out all the liquidity, right? If you break out of the box, wait for a retap into the box, which happened right on the next candle. Went up, went slightly below, tapping the box, tap successful, you made a leg up. That's it. This fair value gap is invalidated. After this, there is no more to play on this fair value gap because you came down, you grabbed all the liquidity here, you broke out of the box, this fair value gap is invalidated. Does it make sense, one?
JBand Dollar said yes.
Excellent. We'll play another fair value gap here. Right over here. Let's go to the 15. Let's try to find another one. You have a nice one to the downside. There's a small one here. Grace, what are you trying to do, bro? There's a small one here. Okay, you could play that. Or there's a nicer one, which is the bigger one right here. Much easier to explain. Right here. We draw it. You have your fair value gap. This is pretty late into the day. Sorry, this is much earlier. My 15-minute chart should be here. My bad. Just trying to find another one for you. Yep, that's the looking one. Let's extend it. There you go. Let's find this guy right here somewhere. Right around here. So we created this fair value gap on this candle, right? On the 15. This is where it finished. Okay, so let's play it out. Right over here, you see we created the fair value gap between these candles. So what happens? You come down pretty violently. You took out the whole fair value gap because it's a very small gap in one shot. What does it mean? There is no upside to it because this is a very violent movement to fill all the liquidity that was here. Once you do this, bro, your only target is right here. That's it. It gave you actually way more, but this is your target. Makes sense. If I play another one on the 5 minutes, you can play smaller fair value gaps as well. They work, but I prefer the longer term one. You have another one right here. You came back, grabbed liquidity, broke out of the box. That means like what? You're not targeting to go up. You broke very strongly and you came down more. Make sense? Okay. That's typically how you play fair value gap, and you can find it literally every single day. In futures, this is extremely lucrative because unlike options, you can make money on very small moves on futures. So this becomes very lucrative to play in futures if you're trading futures. But even on
JBand Dollar said
options,
interesting, makes
anything,
sense,
you can play
thank
it
you,
out.
will def pay more attention and play it out.
Yep, please do. By the way, this is the fair value gap based on price, okay? You can play fair value gaps based on volume profile as well. We'll cover it another day. It will be a bit overload. That's why I don't want to show it today. Look at an NVIDIA chart. You could play a very nice fair value gap here. Like I do this thing so frequently, it just strikes to me. Okay, whenever there is a fair value gap, even on a 5-minute chart, you left a fair value gap here. Okay, So what will happen? Once price starts gravitating towards it, you can be rest assured price will try to tap somewhere around here. And that's exactly what price did. Make sense, brother? And because I'm a super lazy guy, okay, I highly like to move my hands, find fair value gaps. I made an indicator for identifying fair value gaps. I'm going to share it in the chat. For those of you who use TradingView, feel free to use it. It marks it, and once the fair value gap is filled out, it basically invalidates the fair value gap as well. Once your gap is filled out, you basically took out everything on that gap. Okay, you can literally then remove the fair value gap from your charts. Okay, this indicator basically will wipe out the fair value gap after it's entirely filled out. I post in the chat here. Feel free to use it if it helps you. Alrighty, so that's Mr. Juan, and I hope you got your answer. Who else? Tell me what else questions you have. Anyone else? No questions? We're good? Ready for live trading tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow I'm pretty much free. We should be going a little bit after if Osman is free especially. I know Smooth has a
Ronnie,
scheduled live
Ramage
later.
said, does the FVG work on penny stocks too?
It does, bro. It does. But with the penny stocks, the gaps get filled like crazy. Okay, fair value gaps work very well when you have technicals involved, but it does work on penny stocks.
Renum 678 said that was a very profitable and generous FVG. It gave 4.51 when is reality it was only a 1.22 gap on SPY.
True, but it pays well. Okay, this is right here, Ronnie, for you on the fair value gap here, bro. Okay, I drew a fair value gap on the 15 for XDIA. What you will notice is price will come back, grab all the liquidity. If it manages to grab all the liquidity, starts moving up, you can be pretty sure you're gonna try to break out of the box right here. If you took that, that's a nice 25% trade. Just looking at the chart, I can say that outright. Does it help, Ronnie? Because I myself played this one actually today at work. I was looking at it. Okay, looked very nice. Was too tempting not to trade it. Okay, I trade only 200 shares because I don't want to risk too much when I can't really look at the charts properly and that. But that's it. Okay. When I saw like this basically going back up, the fair value gap is not getting killed here. I wait for the first green candle, which happened. I took it from here. I took
Chris
it
said,
for a
what's
60
is the
cent
best
trade.
time frame to find FVGS?
If you are trading Chris for swings, the daily is very nice for fair value gaps. Okay. If you're a short-term trader like me, I typically do like 15 and 30 minutes.
Renum 678 said 15 to 30 minutes.
It totally depends what
Chris
type of
said
a
for
trader you
futures.
are. For futures, I
J-Band
do 15
Dollar
to
said, can
30.
you show a FVG on a 30 minutes time frame?
Sure. Actually, on the 30-minute time frame, it will be even better. But you just have to be more patient for it to play out. You have any ticker in mind? One? We'll pull that one.
J-Band Dollar said SPY.
Everyone loves SPY.
Mr. Joshua said NMQ.
What is NMQ? Let's do NM. What is NMQ? Bro, do you mean MNQ?
J-Band Dollar said, what contracts would you be looking at to play a 30 minutes FVG?
What is realistic? Joshua, did
Mr.
you mean
Joshua
like...
said, sorry sausage fingers.
Okay.
Mr.
NQ,
Joshua
Newman.
said yes.
Okay, let's pull up NQ. We'll do a 30-minute fair value gap and you'll be amazed like with the result that's going to come up. Sometimes I just think like, why am I not just patient and just wait for that fair value gap to play out instead of like forcing trades right here. I'm drawing your fair value gap. Okay.
Is that only on Trading View?
What, my indicator on A?
Yeah, is it like a custom indicator?
It's a custom indicator, bro. On Trading View, do one thing. Tell Xbags he learned how to convert the indicators from Trading View to Webull.
Okay, I did see he put a custom indicator for Weeble.
Yep. Okay, he learned how to convert my indicators. Okay, very similar to those in Webull. Okay, buy him a coffee, beg him, whatever it takes, get him to convert it. Okay.
All right,
Yeah, my
thank you.
programming skills are not that great, bro. Okay. So here, Joshua, candle 1, candle 2, candle 3. Okay, on a 30-minute. You draw your fair value gap. You don't do anything. Just sit back. Now, you're waiting. First time, basically, you come down, use it as support, move back up. Okay, just chill. Don't do anything. Market opens, you grab all the liquidity. You break out of the fair value gap, fall below. Keep just being patient here. Okay, when you see that it went up to the fair value gap, wasn't able to close above it, the moment basically this guy breaks down, okay, wait for a confirmation candle. This is your confirmation candle. If you trade like the way I
Order
do for
filled.
it,
Stop filled.
that was annoying. Sorry guys, I have to make some money back. Just be a bit patient with me.
That was a nice dump, by the way.
That was a huge dump. I don't know why it filled my
But
stops out of nowhere.
Jesus Christ, 28 points. Jesus.
Yep, it's gonna go back and I'm gonna get my money back
Yeah.
with it.
Order filled.
Okay, let's see. All right, let's just hope it's not like that night, Usman. That night was a nightmare.
I
Seriously.
just entered at 18 as well. So yeah, I
Yeah,
really hope so.
I took 20 anyway. So right over here, the moment, bro, this goes up, falls back, this candle is the confirmation for me. Okay, the moment this happens, I'm back in. Okay, on a short position or a put, whatever you say. Because after this, you are bound to go down because you grab the liquidity. There is nothing to do for you on the upside because you could not break. And that's exactly what happened here. Okay, the other trade you could take here is basically when this thing starts breaking above it, goes up below, sorry, breaks above, retests, but doesn't close below the gap anymore. Now you can basically target the last swing high, which is right here.
So you can kind of use that as the neckline for the inverse head and shoulders that was playing
You can
out there
as well do it
on the 5 minute.
shoulder, head, shoulder. You can do that
Yeah.
as well. That's perfectly fine. Okay, whichever way you look at it, it is playable literally very well every single day that you look at it. Okay, all right, Ron, one for you on SPY, right? SPY will have a very similar chart, but let's draw it. Looks like we are suckered again, Osman, but let's wait for it. I'm not gonna make the
Yeah.
mistake that I did that day. It simply came back and just smacked us out. Felt like such an idiot on that night. Okay, let's try to find a 30-minute fair value gap here. We have a nice one here. Left a nice fair value gap right here into close today. So what am I looking at? If this thing basically starts coming back up tomorrow, anywhere close to here, This is what I am looking at. Okay, comes back somewhere around here. I can pretty sure it's gonna tap and try to go inside the box. If I go inside the box up to here, okay, let's say I covered it, then I fall back out of the box, that means I'm going down, brother. Okay, there is no potential for me here. If I break out of the box, I grabbed all the liquidity, there is no more downside, I'll be making a leg up. So here, you're good to leave this gap till basically it fills out, it finishes up. Okay, plain and simple, I'll extend it. We'll watch tomorrow what happens. That's it, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then afterwards, you will see this gap, just like Renee said, some or other time is gonna get filled.
JBen said just to confirm, FVG equals top wick, huge body, bottom wick.
It can be the other way around as well. This is a fair value gap to the downside, right? It's not top wick, bottom wick. It's like
JBen said copy,
you
thank you.
basically have to have like you basically have to have a area which is not overlapped by candle 1 and candle 3 in candle 2. Okay, this is the fair value gap to the downside. Very similarly, if I draw here, you have a small fair value gap to the
Order
upside.
filled.
Did you see, Osman, what I said? Leaving it?
Yeah, I covered at 26.
Seriously, I'm not gonna make the same mistake that we did that day. That was one of the worst nights I traded futures, man. Seriously. I lost an account after a long time, a PI account after a long time. Okay. Almost made another account half dead. Anyway, have to work those accounts back. Okay, right over here, bro. This was a fair value gap to the upside because if you look between here and here, you left a tiny gap. Okay, it can be to the upside, it can be to the downside, it can be to either side. Come on. Okay, all you need to do is the first and the third candle cannot overlap. Like here, if I'm looking here, this is not a fair value gap. This is your candle 1 close. Okay. Sorry, candle 1 lowest point. It crossed candle 3, crossed it somewhere in the body or the wick of the candle 2. So you have to have a gap between candle 1 and candle 2, be it wick, be it body, in candle number 2. Does it make sense, bro?
JBen said yes, sir.
Excellent. Next session, you're going to take a class on us on fair value gaps. There you go, bro. We almost got a 10 point. Almost. But move your stops up. In case it dumps, you don't want to give back your profits. Okay. So that's there. Any other questions on fair value gap or anything else?
JBen said can you do a live trading futures in
After hours, you mean? Sure, we'll do it.
JBen said yes, sir.
Not today. Let's try for tomorrow. Osman, you okay with that?
Chris
What time your
said,
kids go to
happy
bed?
face.
8:30ish. We can do 8 o'clock maybe or 8:30ish whenever you want.
8:30 is better, probably. 8 is okay. Let's start 8 because we should get
Okay.
some volume around that. Okay, you guys
Yeah.
okay with 8 to 8:30ish to start? Oh man, I wish I made money and you guys clapped like that. I'm still waiting for 2 points here. I want 8:30. Still not giving
Chris
me that
said
8:30.
gold is good at PM session. Do you ever trade gold or micro gold?
This is a good joke, all right? I was just talking to Uncalled Snake today, and I was telling him every single time I try to trade gold, I never could achieve that consistency. A few days it goes well, then I end up giving everything back. So I decided like I suck at it. Let me stick with ES and NQ. But gold has very nice movements. You're absolutely correct. The reason being, like, gold is a big deal in Asia, especially India and China. So those markets open up now. Okay, so that's the reason
J Ben
basically this
Dollar said
time
what is gold's ticker for futures?
GC. Okay, that's the reason basically you start seeing very nice movements in gold during this time. What I will say is, if you are planning to trade gold, hit up Orietta. She is the expert for gold. Okay, hit her up. Okay, you guys should take the
J Ben
support
Dollar
from each
replied to
other.
MHM, I will never DM you first, GCM5.
I am not sure what the exact
Order
thing is.
filled.
I'm in again at 20. Okay, I will take it.
Order filled.
23. Done. I think I'm done for the night. So hit up Orietta if you guys need any help with gold. She trades gold very well.
Chris said yeah I've been trading gold lately but I switched to micro gold BC, it's so crazy sometimes.
Yeah, and gold is like, one tick is $10, right? On gold. Chris, if you think gold is crazy, bro, take a look at CL, crude oil. Then you will see like how money vanishes from your account so quickly.
KAA708 said well hello everyone. I have been summoned fire.
Yep, you have
Chris
been,
said
man.
yeah and $2 a tick on micro.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Okay,
zone, will not DM, said shorted at 30.
excellent. I took out at 30. Went in again at
In the
20. Took
zone,
out 23.
will not DM,
Nice
said
job, bro. Okay, that's there. You guys need any help with gold? Just ask Orietta. She's very good at it. Okay,
Renum
and
678 said CL is a game changer if you want to see money vanish.
exactly.
In the zone, will not DM, said just took 25 points grinning face with smiling eyes.
Nice. You're done for tomorrow. Okay,
In the zone,
at least show up
will
in the
not DM,
At least
said
show up.
tenor.com.
Oh my, this is not stopping. Nice. I feel so tempted to take one last trade, even though I should not. I'm done with my night targets. This is the problem.
In the
Like,
zone, will not DM, said should have left it.
once you are
Pusha
done,
replied to in the zone, will not DM, how much is 25 points?
500 bucks.
J Ben Dollar replied to KAA708 what is GC exact ticker?
Order filled.
Come
Chris
down
said I got 2 Apex PA but I haven't activated them, I'm scared I'ma blow them
Order
LOL.
filled.
Done. That was nice. 815 to 810. Okay, I really should stop trading now. The best thing would be, Osman, if Smooth joins right now, the market will turn on its face, go all the way up, and my trades will, all my money will vanish, whatever I made and more. Okay, so I'm not gonna risk it anymore. Okay, let me find the exact ticker for gold for you. Hold on a second, bro.
Mr. Joshua replied to Chris you'll most likely blow ohm anyway so you may as well start
That's
somewhere.
very bad. That's very
Renum
bad.
678 said I have to go, you all have a good night.
We'll also drop.
I will be back in the M with daily update and levels.
Thanks, Renee.
Chris said you got a point, haha.
Don't think ever you will blow it up, okay? Just be confident. And start trading small, and then you should be good to go. Okay, it's
Chris said GC1 is the ticker and micro is MGC1.
yeah. If you want to find it in Tradovate, it is MGCQ25, I believe. Okay, MGC or GCQ25.
J Ben Dollar said
Yep, that's the one.
MGCQ25.
Yep, that's micro, and GCQ5 is the big one. But seriously, you guys should look at CL. Just look the way it starts, it moves when it starts moving. It's so crazy. Okay, and one take 0.01 is equal to $10. So if the thing moves like $1, or 1 point on the chart, it's like you're down $1,000. It's just crazy. Okay, money just vanishes from the account like anything. Anyway, so that's there. Any other question, gentlemen? If not, let's call it a night. Okay, we'll live trade tomorrow, hopefully from right after market open. Okay, once things settle down. Okay, around 9:45, I should be up. Osman, I guess, made too much money, but I hope he still shows up. Okay, so have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye-bye.
In the zone, will not DM, said LOL. J Band Dollar said thank you.